Hey folks, give me a few minutes and I will get on to working. Just gonna quickly try to find me some music. I'll be honest, today I almost didn't make it. I was quite tired, quite sleepy actually. But we're gonna go ahead and get going. It's hard to find good jazz music that is copyright free. Seems like most non-copyright music is always it's all full of stuff that I don't particularly care for. But alas. Hope you guys are doing pretty good.
Apologized.
Okay, let's exit out of this. Here. Let's try this here. Yep. That's cute. Skip the ads. Good. Alright. Welcome back, folks. This is Cetriya, C-E-T-R-I-Y-A, and I'm going to see if I can get myself working on some comics today. Let me know if you can hear the sound clearly. If not, I'll just get on right to being actually productive. From time to time, you might be hearing my, my heater go off. Sorry about that. Tell you, it's not easy being a busy gal. Alright, let's move this to the side. Alrighty, welcome to a second session of Art and Chat, where I just chat about little random daily things while I work on some art. I'd say today is pretty loose, fast and loose topic. I'll probably be streaming up until maybe 9:30 p.m. tonight, so in about an hour and a half. I basically am just going to finish out this page, and then I think I'll be good. We seem to have not done finishing out this page, so okay. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if you can hear me nice and clearly. And hopefully you can hear the music clearly too. There you go. Yeah, I've been pretty slow and late with Crossstar. I wish I could work faster. Even with the little sketchbook challenge. The sketchbook challenge was also to help me work in part of getting more of my comic done, but I think I'm just now getting like an upswing of my monthly dose of high energy. Finally get myself in. Alright, I'm glad you could hear me clearly. At any point of the stream, feel free to ask me a question or two. I'm just gonna randomly, I guess not rant, but just go off in a long tangent. Or just random stuff. Still kind of cold even though I'm in Florida. But not drinking any tea today. I think I'm gonna stick to just regular plain seltzer. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. I'll probably be on for about an hour and a half or so, because I started kind of late. I'll be honest, I was really tempted not to be on today, or to do anything productive today. I've just been kind of tired and sleepy, so. But after eating a good meal, you know, the power of having a nice food in your belly really is really surprising, really. Oh, okay. There. Get this working. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. But yeah, I set myself a deadline again, pushed back the deadline to tomorrow evening or Wednesday morning, so this will be done because there's only two more pages, but I won't show those 2 pages on a live stream because it kind of spoils a main plot point of the story. So, but yeah, so I'll get into one of the topics that I'll be chatting about while I work today, and that is all the stuff that gets reported nowadays. Nothing heavy. I'm not going to talk about anything heavy, but I've just been following a couple of recent YouTubers that most people know because they have like millions of followers, but I'm just not into following like whatever everyone else is following. I am more than a black sheep. I am just that disco colored sheep that most people avoid, and I avoid most people. And it's only because of the fact that honestly, if you spent your entire day just following after stuff that's being said or tweeted about or made videos about, I mean, that'll just consume way too many hours of the day, and I do not have time for that. Hey, Ladybug. Okay, Masoma, I'm gonna go ahead and let the comment through because he didn't say anything, but I'm just saying that I do put my YouTube block filter pretty high, only because I'm trying to keep, I want to keep the stream pretty PG. But not that you'd said anything wrong, but you're asking how you've been trying to create a story for all this time, and but that's the only thing. It's like, if you're noticing why it's not showing up, it's because I don't allow curse words. Even though I did make a little bit of a blooper last video. I'm not that pure. I just want to keep it I want to keep it pretty clean. But I don't know. I just feel like when I've lived the amount of years, well, I haven't lived that long. Never mind. The point is, I feel like I've wasted way too much of my time. So now it's like I'm trying to do catch up. Even though I was basically born to be a procrastinator. By the way, I'm inking in Photoshop. I don't know why I decided to ink in Photoshop over Manga Studio. But Photoshop now has a smoothing feature, so like the lines are pretty nice here. Pretty nice lines. So I'm just going to stick to that today. Can you guys hear the music clearly? Make sure all of this. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Ink. Yes. Let's start inking then. Alright, good. Don't meow me, move. I have a diva of a cat here. She keeps on trying to nuzzle everything. But yeah, in my previous, my last, I'm sorry, chatting and trying to draw at the same time is not easy, guys. This is not something this is not normal for me. But basically in the last video, I was talking about how many projects I want to get done and stuff like that, and I do. I have a number of stories and projects. I think just last night, I came up with a different story. But then I was debating if I should do it or not, because the title alone will make you think it's one kind of story when it's actually not that story. But why not? I wouldn't mind just like do a bait and switch on some people's. Just for fun. Actually, that would be a funny thing, right? Make a project and it says it's one thing, and then you go read it and then just see all the massively upset people reviewing the story. Like, this is not what I wanted. Even though it would be a good story, but it's just, it's like a subtle parody of the whole light novel tropes and stuff. But it actually ended up not following any of the light novel tropes. Not that I would really know. Aww. Yeah, basically I'm saying I'm keeping everything PG, and I have my YouTube filters pretty high. So it'll flag anything, so just keep it all clean, you guys. Not that I'm offended by it. Trust me, I hang out with a lot of people with salty tongues. It's just, I just prefer to actually go to an actual, I guess, live stream that's just kind of more sweet instead of salty. That kind of thing. But yeah, yeah, there's just been so much, so I only recently just but discovered the whole Philip DeFranco show. And I only follow it because apparently people keep on saying these things are happening, and I just was like, oh, okay. I guess I've literally been under a rock by choice. And I don't regret anything, only because, man, just a few videos I've watched, I'm like, yeah, it's a lot going on here. Aren't I fortunate that I don't have to go through that drama? There's plenty of drama already in my own life, in my friends and family life, stuff that they're going through. Like I said, I've been helping out. Well, now I've taken a break, but I've been helping out some family members with medical issues. And most people I know have some sort of like medical issue or something. So it's like, I just like the fact that it's a quick summary of everything. And then there's just some things where I'm like, At first I'm surprised, and then other things I'm like, I'm not surprised. Speaking of news, I'm switching out a little bit. I'm going to be just switching from one topic to another. By all means, you're free to suggest a topic too. I watch, what's his name? Anyways, I watched this guy who helps around with YouTube stuff, like how to do YouTube stuff, and he recently talked about Amazon acquiring the domain name AmazonTube. And I was like, first off, why would you call it AmazonTube? That sounds stupid. They should have called it, like, I don't know, Kindle Media or something. They didn't need to call it AmazonTube. Like, that's dumb. That's just dumb. It sounds trying too hard. Add to the fact that they recently closed down the the anime strike thing. Why would they call it anime strike too? But anyway, they closed that down just recently, and then they decided, we're gonna go to AmazonTube. And I've been following like the back end of Amazon for a little bit. I've applied for Amazon merch, and I heard it takes months for you to get like approved or disapproved, and I probably have to double check on that again. I've published 2 books in Amazon already, and I've listened to a lot of podcasts about like what's going on with Amazon, and a lot of the self-publishing authors, they're not upset, but they really peeve. Like all the drama you hear about what's going on with YouTube, Amazon is going through that same exact thing right now with their Kindle Unlimited and their publishing platform. So I have a good idea what's going to happen with AmazonTube, but you know. Besides not working on comics, what are you guys working on now? Any special thing? Any cool projects, cool challenges? I'm making his face way too girly. I have this problem. I really need to make those character sheets. I just dove right into making this comic, and then I'm like, but now it doesn't look right. Has anyone read any good like light novels? I've only watched the shows that are created or inspired by them. I've never really read any of them. But I should probably check that out if I'm going to start writing them. Oh, nice, nice. Writing a song. Oh, so do you just do songwriting, or do you actually sing? I'll definitely have to go over to you guys' channel and check out some of the work you've made. If you post any, that is. Making a short story. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. I can't make short stories. Like, I made a short story, but I've made them because I had to, but most anyone who ever read my stories always tell me it's like, you kind of just ended there kind of abruptly. I wish there was more. So, I mean, you do what you can do, I guess. For example, the Eau Claire book, that was the comment I got. They liked the story and they liked the comic, but they wish there was more. So on the one hand, that's good that you let them, you know, leaving with wanting more. But on the other hand, it's like, did I left them feeling very incomplete? His hair does not match. Oh my goodness, his hair does not match. I'm so glad that Photoshop has a smoothing feature. Still not worth the subscription though. But yeah, short stories are just not my thing, yo. I mean, I do them, but they're more like vignettes instead of a short story. But either way, I tend to use them as like a practice, and then I'll probably end up expanding on them on in another project later on or something, just for fun. But yeah. And honestly, your first projects won't be that good anyways. Like it can't be helped. Even now I'm still at that weird kind of like, not ugly duckling stage, but still that kind of weird stage where like you're not exactly pro level, but you're not really like newbie amateur. It's just, you just gotta put in the hours. It can't be helped, you know? It just can't be helped. So, just gotta put it in and do the work. Well, yeah, what I was saying about the whole Amazon thing. But yeah, I do want a competitor to YouTube, only because I always feel like having a competitor is a good idea. You know, it trains people, like people who make actual content, not to put all their eggs in one basket. And in case one thing falls out for whatever reason, you know. And also, the only thing that I don't like with competition is that they tend to like directly copy, and to me it defeats the purpose. Like, I'm sorry what happened with Snapchat, with Instagram just straight up copying all their stuff, but I just wish that, you know, if you're gonna compete, have like one or two things that is very specific to your own platform. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, if Amazon provided like digital downloads of videos, or where you could choose some of your videos to be free and then the other one that is part of their subscription model, I think that would be cool. Like part of this Prime subscription model, I think that would be cool for some creators, because you already have like a built-in audience. Unlike YouTube, people pretty much expect YouTube to be free, so I don't know why you would change that. Also, I hope that Amazon vets its things better. That's what I would hope. Because let's just be frank, Facebook is not working it. Facebook has like zero organic reach whatsoever, unless other people share your stuff. Which, by the way, folks, if you like my things, pick any one of my tutorial videos and feel free to share it with others. I'd appreciate that. Mm. Yeah. In case you guys haven't heard, I am running a little bit of a giveaway until the end of the month, which brings us to about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks left. So just take a look. It's like the thumbnail that says giveaway. You'll see it. But in case you want to own one of my tutorial books, that's all you got to do. Watch it, pick one, and there you go. I don't think his expression works here. Drawing expressions are not easy at all. But, okay, got it. Okay. I think I got it. Eyelashes were way too thick right here. I mean, he's a decent looking character, but he's no Bishonen, okay? There you go. You know, the eyes carry a lot to it. The eyes definitely carry a lot for the character. They really help define a character. There you go. Yeah. That works. Yeah, expressions are probably the thing that I feel sometimes, a lot of time, people don't. Even professional artists sometimes, it's like you can tell they're going back to the same 10 emojis that they have going on, instead of actually trying to give each of their characters like a unique kind of expression. I think that works. I have to say, I've spent so many years like inking in Photoshop that I'm just so used to all of the short keys and the hotkeys and all that stuff. Well, welcome. Hello. While you guys are all here, you have any questions you'd like to ask me? Or maybe a request for future videos or whatnot? Turn this off. You don't have to get like an expensive tablet. The one I'm using was only like $60. I know with all like the tablet reviews and stuff and the rage and stuff, that people are probably sitting there like foaming at the mouth, wanting that delicious tablet candy. But really, I mean, I don't know. I just don't see myself drawing on the screen because I have them, and I think after a while, the glare going, looking at the screen or having to arch my back a certain way, or just trying to draw underneath. I don't know why. Something about the screen tablets just never worked for me. It's like my hand gets in the way, and then my hand gets all hot and from the screen and all that stuff, and I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna stick to a tablet. I'm used to it now. I'm just gonna stick to just like a regular hand tablet. I'm just so used to it at this point. It's like, plus I like my little keyboard, because trying to, I don't know, using those express buttons, it's like, so now I have to learn a whole new interface. It's like, nah. Do I have a pet? Yep. I have a diva for a cat. Her name is Leia. She's a semi-fat tabby with little white paws. I don't know if I have a video. Let me check. I'll see if I have a photo of her somewhere. Somewhere, that is. What? I would say our relationship is fascinating. There she is. There's my fat tabby. She looks cute and innocent, but she's actually quite a biter. I have to warn people not to touch her. Even when she comes to you, don't touch her. I think she's bipolar or something. I wouldn't describe her as chubby. I think she just has a lot of skin. She's only 12 pounds, so she's right at the weight she's supposed to be. So I've been thinking that I'd like to not start, because I've thought about it for a while, drawing a couple of fan arts here and there. I've drawn fan art before, but how should I say this? My history with fan art has been peculiar. I think that's the best way I can describe it. It has been peculiar. Better. Much better. Now I can see where I'm drawing. Huh. Oh gosh. Okay, so I just found out that Photoshop just decided to change some of the hotkeys to a few things, and it's really annoying. But I won't. It is what it is. It is what it is. I hate when these programs keeps doing that. Like any other subscription program, they're like, we're just gonna change the menu on you no matter how slow it makes your computer or your workflow for that matter, because we're technically somewhat of a monopoly. Yeah, I think this will be out on Wednesday morning. because I just have to do the toning and the dialogue. So I think that works. That works. You guys can't see this on your end, but I made a playlist video about how to make a mini comic or how to start your comic or stuff like that. So I'm planning to add a couple of like little tidbit tip videos and stuff specifically for making comics and stuff. And I already have like a list of things that I want to cover. Or maybe I should call the playlist how to start making comics on the cheap or something. I don't know. But if you have any requests or suggestions on that, let me know, okay? I've heard so much good stuff about JoJo. Fist of the North Star is a touch bit too violent for my channel. But the recent JoJo, what's his name? The one that's in high school. Well, weren't they all in high school? But the more recent one that just finished. I may or may not, but I want to watch the show. I want to watch the whole show before I decide if I'm going to do fan art or not. I know I'm definitely going to add Hero Academia, which, by the way, I'm so glad they're finally done with this current arc with the kids thing. Like, I mean, kids are cute, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, kids are cute. I love them. I just don't need an entire arc about teaching them to trust adults thing, because most people reading it are adults, so I don't understand, or at least teenagers, so I don't understand the point of that chapter. But I digress. I'm just saying, when you jump from the Yakuza killing people to kids misbehaving, that's just weird. Just saying. I did do the sketch of the Violet Evergarden. And what else? Would it be too hypocritical for me to say that I do want to draw something of One Punch Man though? That shows just too golden, man. That show is too golden. Too golden, too much gold. Nah, I tend to stay away from manga that's that long only because I'm afraid of the time suck. I used to watch this show, an old show that's, I don't know if it's still running, but it's called I think it's called the Case Files, Detective Conan Case Files, something, I don't know, something or another of that. And when I heard that the manga was over 500, I don't know, it's been going for a long time, I was like, nope. What other old school stuff that are good gems? Any suggestions on some good gems, some good manga gems, especially the older ones? Let's see here. I should probably... see if I can get this out. I should get like a little list of special effects things because I tell you, coming up with special effects are not, I don't know, it doesn't come natural to me. I don't think I would watch anything with that. Now that just sounds too much like a moe show. I don't watch moe shows. Oh. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make this part larger. Sometimes you panel a scene or you pencil a scene and then you just decided to change it right up. So I'm gonna do that because I think this makes for a better composition. As much as Clamp makes all sorts of interesting shows, they make really nice compositions. So let's get this done. And I love the fact that I have all my hotkeys in Photoshop. Yay! Oh, sorry about not chatting some more. I tend to get so lost into the when I'm inking and stuff, which is interesting that I started the stream pretty sleepy. But so far so good, I'd say. So far so good. Okay. So drawing feet is still a challenge for me, especially if you're wearing like a really strange shaped shoe. How would I draw this? I think I'm gonna have to do preliminary stuff. Maybe. And now Photoshop pops up with all these annoying tutorials. It's like, listen, if we're paying $50 to $75 a pop on your thing, we know what these tools make, so stop it. Like, we know, okay? It's not some random mom and pop paying that much money to use your thing. We know. Weird. Okay. Tablet drawing is pretty much It's just practice, really. You build muscle memory, which is probably why I can't do the whole screen thing. Let me get this in. Huh. Alright, I got this. I got this. I'm sure in like, I don't know, 6 months later, I'll be like, that is one ugly looking feet. But hey, you just gotta move on sometimes. Huh. Alright. I guess I could pick up another topic now, huh? So I don't have a Netflix account, but I do watch a bunch of YouTube reviews for shows and spoiler reviews. And I was gonna eventually borrow a friend's account or something to go watch the latest episode of not the latest, but the episode, the not a Star Trek parody, but the episode of USS Callister that reminded you of Star Trek. And I watched a spoiler video about it, and then my thought was, I don't think I want to watch this episode anymore. I mean, I get what they were going for. This is why I don't like Black Mirror, really. I mean, I don't hate it. I want to like it. I want to like it so much. But then it gets to a point where it does something where it's like, okay, that was a bit too on the nose, that it's just kind of like, I know you guys can write better. I know you can. It's almost like you see it coming. Like, you can see their style so much. But alas. That's news. That's TV shows for you. I don't even own TV. I only watch, I've seen a few anime here and there, which, speaking of, well, anyways, I haven't owned a TV in over 10 years, and I've only watched 1 or 2 animes, and, yeah, I just don't like any TV show coming out. Well, no, I did watch, that other homage to Star Trek, and then after that, nothing else. There was nothing else. TV is this weird black or silver square that projects images and sucks up your time. That is what TV is. It keeps you sometimes from being creative. Not all the time, but most of the time. But yeah, there was a recent video from another YouTuber that talked about the most recent animes coming out, and I don't care for most of them, but what I would like to do sometime is read comments. And people were like, I have like 28 or 30 or 40 shows to watch consecutively, and I'm like, how are you watching that much? Why are you watching that much? They're all the same. There's maybe like 5 different kind of styles or stories, but after that, all of them are carbon copies of each other. Why are you watching them? I mean, geez. 40? Why? Manga is better anyways. I only watch the anime if it's a good soundtrack. Because even lately, the Japanese like voice actors have been getting on my nerves, so... Okay, we could turn that off. Maybe not that. I don't know. I've watched more than 20 in my life, that's for sure. But definitely not 20 at one time. And I'm including the years that I used to go to, like my middle school years when I had nothing else better to do. And when there was better shows coming out. But what can I say? What can I say? But I digress. People do what the people want. People do what the people want. I'll be honest, this special effects thing, I literally just came up with it like on the spot when I did the first chapter. I was like, I should decide on a special effects for this character. This transformation scene. And I've looked at so many transformation scenes, and then I just like, I'm just gonna kind of sort of make him look like he's de-rezzing or something. We're just gonna leave it like that. Or he's teleporting or something. We're just gonna leave it like that. Unlike some people, I actually do not have that big dream of wanting my stuff to become an anime anyways. Now a movie, that's different. I'd be highly tempted for a movie, but an anime, not so much. Not that most of the comic book movies has been to my liking. lines, speed lines, speed lines. How I do not kind of like you all that much, but you make stuff look so much better. So I'll add you. He does look like he's teleporting. He kind of does. I'm not gonna lie though, I very much like inking in Photoshop. I know people like inking in the whatchamacallit, Manga Studio, and that was true up about 2 months ago. It still has better perspective tools though, so maybe I'll still use it for that. But it's just so much quicker and more fluid. For me anyways. The thing is, when you keep doing like long projects like this, you start to get real fast. Like for a good long while, I could not get anything to look right since it's been such a long time since I've drawn. But lately I've just been like, just been doing it. Not that it comes easier to me, it's just, I don't know. It's just becoming more natural to me. I think that's the best way to do it, to say it. There you go. And I love the Photoshop transformation tool so much. I know that's part of the reason why people say digital art is easier, but it's like, y'all guys have not understand just what artists been doing ever since the camera was developed. Have no ideas. Nope, it works. Alright. Just checking my anatomy, guys. Just checking my anatomy. Nothing fancy here. Yeah, I think I honestly might just ink my comics, the rest of it on Photoshop. I have to do something about getting his hair to be accurate. I know when I originally designed this character, he kind of just sort of popped into my head as a curly fro character. I don't know. I might have seen someone with a curly fro and was like, that would make good for a good character design. And it's like, Now I see why every time they like to draw characters with straight hair. It's just easier. Not only is it easier to maintain in real life, but it's easier to actually draw. Who'd have thunk it? I think I will finish this page before I'm done and out with this stream. You know, as much as I like current manga nowadays, but I feel like there's been a lot like lost with some current manga. Unless they've been doing it for quite a while, like all the special effects, the inking techniques and the textures, I feel like they're kind of lost. I mean, is it just me, or do I feel like the more recent stuff are a little bit too glossy, and it makes it harder for me as an artist to actually figure out how they did their thing, or it end up being way too like clean looking, and it's like I like my stories to have like a lot of inking in it or something. I don't know. Like I can't really think of any like new artists that's came out that I like their style. Well, I don't hate the style. More like how should I say this? Let me pause you real quick. Um, I don't know. It just feels too much like people who were good like doujinshika's, but not really taken into like the special effects of a mangaka. But I don't know. I'm just more and more of the comics that I see is coming out. Maybe it's just a style thing. I'm just seeing more of them, and it's like, I can't really learn anything from you because it doesn't look like the way I mean, I can't learn anything. Everything looks so glossy. I have no idea what you did here. Yeah, it's not just too neat, but sometimes they may not even put that much, um, like really unique hand-done effects. It's like, well, the best way I can describe it for animation, right? So people really like Studio Trigger. They're the one that did Gurren Lagann, I think, and Kill la Kill or whatever. And I think they also did Space Luluco, something. And the no, why are they the same person? No, who? I'm getting my studios confused. But the point is, but you compare that to like an older series, an older animated series like Akira or something. And I kid you not, because I'm still relatively young, me and my brother, when Akira came on American TV after watching years of watching, let's say, Bleach or whatever anime at the time of Toonami, whatever. I think we had to pause the film for a little bit because we've never seen so much movement before. We were impressed, don't get me wrong, but it was like, okay, give me a second here. My eyes has to adjust. So it's the same with like the current manga. I feel like they're too clean, but I think it's intentional. Like you can tell it's intentional. They genuinely like it. It is not someone trying to be whatchamacallit, lazy or anything, because it takes a while for you to get something to look so pristine, but then it's like, it's too clean. Like there's not that nice organic lines as much. They're very clean, even though it might have done by hand or something. I don't know. It's too clean. It's too neat. Let's see. Okay, you know what? This arm is not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. We're not gonna pretend that it's gonna work. Changing music. There you go. Better. Okay, so here's the situation that I did not want to get into. Right here is where his elbow would be, and you don't cut things off at people's like joints, because we can't help it but read it as the person being an amputee. So what I'm going to do, like I should have done, is resize this and reproportion this properly. Appropriate. Much better. See, isn't that a much better frame? It's much better now. Get this done. Ha, it's already 9:02 already, huh? 9:0210. All right. I think that should be good. That works. You know, I kind of have a thing against pointy chins. I'm just saying. That and like the overly chiseled face that people do. Maybe not even in drawing. This one had nothing to do with drawing, but I may have mentioned this in a story once already. But I walked into a store. This is a real life store. What store was it? I think it was I think it was a Steinmart store. Maybe it wasn't a Steinmart store. I don't know. It was in a store. It was for work. I had to go in and get some stealth photos and spy on the competitors. But went to the store and here's like this giant image of this guy's face. He's supposed to look all debonair and everything. And I just burst out laughing. Because I just said out loud, because I was so shocked at the image, but not negative shock. Just kind of like someone thought that this guy was this good looking. And I just like, man, his chin's so chiseled he could cut something. And the poor worker started busting out laughing. And I started laughing too, because I said it pretty loudly. I just walked into the store and just blared out my thoughts. It's a good thing my thoughts wasn't, you know, suspicious. But really, what is up with this whole super chiseled Photoshop faces? They do that to the woman too. I don't get it. Why would you want what I know is probably a 19-year-old girl looking like, I don't know, looking like her face is made out of knives? I don't get it. Why do they do that? Advertising is weird. Yeah, this came out a lot better. Ugh. I would have kicked myself if I let that pass. Thing about digital is if later on I want to like make changes again, I probably would. Like when I finally get this book to be printed, which won't be until I get about 300 pages, which means you won't see a copy of this for like at least 2 years probably. There'll definitely be areas that I want to touch up on. Good. Correct. That's correct. You know, I'm able to ink this page quicker because there's no backgrounds. Isn't it nice to not have backgrounds? It's nice, but you can't avoid it all the time. Huh, that just looked like he has a sweaty armpit. Not gonna do that. There you go. I think that works. Take this out. Maybe a little bit too organic. There you go. There you go. The thing about inking directly on to the computer instead of my tablet too, I don't have to spend so much time cleaning everything because they are where they're supposed to be. Let's see. I do miss Manga Studio's Circle Ruler though. Why can't it just be one good program? One good program. Okay. That doesn't work. Okay. I think this works. This works. This works. By the way, unless I'm not feeling well like I was Sunday, I should still have a stream on Wednesday. Keyword should. Keyword should. I'm fine. Just randomly my energy will be like up and down and up and down. But I'll be fine. It's just Give me a sec, folks. I'm gonna be on mute for a little bit. Alright, I'm back, guys. You just don't miss a call when it is your mom calling. Especially when it's kind of late. They're probably going to go to sleep soon. I don't know. Okay. Alright. Let's do the final cleanup and get things done and over with. I'll probably do the special effects tomorrow. Huh. Welcome back. I'm actually probably going to be done in about 15 more minutes maybe. For some reason I decided to cut off their toe, so I don't think I'm going to do that now. There you go. Much better. Yeah, this page didn't have any background, so it was pretty quick to ink. Sorry about that. I know you were gone for like maybe an hour, and then there you go. So yeah, like I mentioned, the next chat will probably be Wednesday. And then, see, today is Monday. And then after Wednesday, I do have a video planned to load up on Friday. Gonna work it on that. That's pretty good. Huh. I think I'm pretty... Let me know if there's any thoughts or maybe topics you want me to talk about for the next chat screen. Huh. I love the warp tool. Who doesn't love the warp tool? When you say create boards, do you mean like Pinterest boards? I do actually have a very large Pinterest board. You are allowed to have private boards on Pinterest. Alright. I think for the most part I am done. Just adding a quick touch of black spots here and there, just to add a little liveliness. And I think that would be it. Huh, it's already 9:40. Yeah, best get prepared for bed pretty soon. I think that should be good. think that's it. I keep saying that's it, but then I'm like, oh no, just a little bit here, and a little bit there, and a little bit here, and a little bit there. Alright, I stayed longer in this stream, but I got this page inked and ready for the update for Wednesday. Thank you all for those who watched, came in and out, but I have to say this was the most amount of people watching, so I'm glad you enjoyed these art chats, and I'm glad that you guys came and watched. Really appreciate it. Again, one final reminder about the giveaway. That's until the end of the month, so just watch that giveaway video and pick which book you want. And I guess that's it. So next stream, I'm gonna think about maybe 2 or 3 topics that I'd like to cover. Since I'm not going to show the comic because I don't want to spoil it for you, plus I'm going to be working on it behind the scenes, I'm thinking that I might actually work on some illustration work. That would be interesting. So anyhow, thanks again you guys for watching. I'm about to sign off. It is pretty late. You all have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video.